Hello, it's Johnny Campbell here, the Transition Man, and I want to welcome you to my next audio episode called Stick to It. And in this episode, what I'm going to talk about is something very important and something very special to everyone's life. It's about the ability to stick to things until they are completed, finished, or accomplished. What I've observed in life is that there are some people who can stick to things like glue. And then there are other people who have these dreams and these goals, these ambitions. They have all the talent, all the ability, but they can't seem to stick to it in order to finish it and accomplish it. And I began to really just ask some questions about that to myself. And I came to realize that I have been guilty of that just like anyone else has. I've said these phrases, and maybe you said these phrases before. Once I finish, I'll get back to the thing that I really should be doing. I've said this, I'll make up for it tomorrow. And I've also said this, I'm so busy, it totally slipped my mind. These are phrases that we may say to ourselves or to others each and every day when we are supposed to be on the path to accomplishing our dreams and goals. And then what happens? Life gets in the way. And suddenly we postpone the most important things in our life to take care of these immediate things in our life. And the more we postpone, the more we delay, the further we fall back on accomplishing the real things that could make the biggest difference in our life. So our focus really has to be on how can we stick to the things that matter the most. And what I started to do was do a deep dive into figuring out how to stick to things. And because sticking to things is so important, I decided to create a 3-part series on this particular topic. So you're going to receive some information today, the following week, and then the following week after that, because I've identified 9 principles to being able to stick to things until they're completed, finished, or accomplished. And in this particular audio, I'm going to share with you 3 of the most important keys to being able to stick to things. Now, I learned these things not just from some book I read, but from life and from my own successes, my own failures, and my own discoveries. And one of the biggest things that I learned was that, and this is the first principle of the 9, place. If you're going to be successful and stick to something, you got to go where other people are and be around them. You got to be in the right environment. And I don't mean just once in a while. You have to stay in that environment as much as you can or as frequently as you can, because the more you're around the right environment, the higher probability you have of sticking to something because you're in the right environment that nurtures it. Number 2 is people. You've got to be around people in that environment who have the same dreams and goals or have similar desires and visions for themselves, because those people will give you encouragement, they will give you support, and they will hold you accountable. And then the third one is purpose. You must always understand, what is my purpose behind doing this for myself or for my family or for whomever? You always have to think to yourself, what's my purpose behind it? Because your purpose is where your passion is hiding. So it's so important for you to understand, what is my purpose for doing this and why am I doing this? The whys and your purpose all wrapped together, because that's going to keep you going, and that's going to keep you pushing. And I discovered this through college and playing sports. I played sports in college and I became a really good athlete, not because of my mindset only. It was because I was in the right place that nurtured what I was doing. I was around the right people who were trying to accomplish the same things that I was trying to accomplish. And purpose. I shared a purpose for being there that other people had the same purpose as well. So we could talk about it. We could encourage one another, but I understood why I was there and what I was supposed to be doing. In your life right now, if you think about it for a moment, when you're in the right place with the right people and you know the purpose behind what you're doing, you start to stick and you start to hang in there. But when you are away from the right place, the right people, and you're not clear on your purpose, you will drift. And when you drift, you will not stick to the thing that matters the most. There are so many distractions that we have in our lives, from the news to our health to the public to all of these things are going on. So it's so important for you not to give up on your dreams and goals. Don't let life get in the way. Make sure you find time to go into your sanctuary of the right place with the right people so that you can make sure your purpose is clear. By doing that, that will allow you to stick to the thing that you are trying to accomplish in your life. But that's where it starts at. And those are like the 3 P's, or basically the 3 principles for getting you starting down that path. So I want you to think about that, process that, and we'll get back to this on the following audio here. Once again, this is Johnny Campbell. I want you to make sure that you join my Facebook group, which is Rise Up and Win Mastermind. So if you're listening to this on Facebook, join the group. If you're watching this through YouTube, then please subscribe to my channel, because as my channel grows, my reach starts to flow. So I need your help here in order to grow my reach. But I want to thank everybody for listening to this, because this is important. If you want to stick, be around the right people in the right place and be clear on your purpose, and that will start to root you down in that environment and allow you to hang in there when the winds of adversity blow. Once again, my name is Johnny Campbell. I'm the Transition Man. I wish you all the best in your success, and I'll see you in the next audio.